Hi, and welcome to my uh, continuation of my series of reviewing a bunch of Godzilla movies and King Kong movies leading up to um, Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, a lot of people um, would go back and review all the movies in the MonsterVerse before Godzilla vs. Kong come out. But for me, I could do that, but um, I feel like I need to go back and watch a bunch of the old Godzilla movie and the old King Kong movie, as well as all the Monster Book movies, because I grew up watching a bunch of the old Godzilla movies, as well as King Kong movies. Um, But I can't say that I think everything on King Kong movie and Godzilla movie, but I think a bunch of them. Cause I grew up watching a bunch of the Toho Godzilla movie and a bunch of King Kong movie, Kong with the Godzilla, the original 1933 King Kong, so on and so forth. So when I was little, King Kong and Godzilla were part of my childhood, okay? And um, so, but I know there's too many Godzilla movie and too many King Kong movie uh, to review, and some of them that I probably may have probably never heard of, and so on and so forth. Because Godzilla is the longest running franchise out there. Okay, now the other day I reviewed Godzilla, the original Godzilla movie, the first one, not Godzilla King of the Monsters. Okay, don't be confused with the Monster Bush one. It came out a year or two ago, okay? A couple years ago. The original black and white Godzilla King of the Monsters. Um, that, the American version, it came out uh, 2 years after the 1954 one, okay? And um, it's not the same movie. It is the same movie. Basically, if I had to describe this movie to the original one, the original Japanese one word, re-edit it. Re-edit it. Okay? And if you took the character out of this movie in 1956 Godzilla movie came out 2 years after the original one, the Japanese version, it would be the same movie. It just re-edited. Okay? They just the American version, Godzilla King of the Monsters, just re-edited. Um, if you take out, the guy that's famous for Perry Mason, if you take out his character, this movie would be uh, almost 99%, in my opinion, the that same movie. Okay, um, cause the guy that was in Perry Mason. Let me see what Steve Martin. That's his character in this movie. That's his name in this movie. He's not in the original Japanese version. Okay. Um, but if you went and watched the original one, and then watch this one, you will recognize almost everything, uh, all the other characters, except for Steve Martin character, because he different, he wasn't in the original one, because it re-edited. Now there are a couple things that left out, um, like, uh, them yelling at each other in the courtroom, you call me an idiot? They didn't put that in the movie in the American version of the Godzilla King of the Monsters. Um, um, so now so this movie, to be honest, is not as good as the original one. Now the problem with the original one is not in English, and you have to watch it in uh, subtitle if you want to understand what they're saying. Okay, to know what they're saying, and sometimes you might have to pause it to read what they're saying. Okay, but I watched them one day, and then the other day I turned around and watched the American version. Got to the King of the Monsters, and I actually come to conclusion that the Japanese version, the first one that came out in 1954, is better than the American version that came out 2 years later, 1956. Okay, re-edited, Steve Martin characters within it, and they got the guy from Penny Mason, and it was a letdown. Uh, you know, Steve Martin character in the background, narrating the story, narrating the event of Godzilla, all this, being a reporter, uh, trying to record the event on a tape recorder so he can tell his friend, whatever, back in Chicago. No, no. It's not a bad movie, it's a letdown. It's just a letdown. Um, um, I highly recommend go watch the original one, but you might be annoyed that it's not in English, or might have special feature where, or something on the DVD where you can click it where when they talk or be in English. I wish they would did that, but unfortunately they didn't do that. Just that you had to read the subtitles. I think the movie like Passion and Cry did that later down the road, where they turned the movie into English. Um, but so if you wouldn't watch the original one, um, Godzilla, if you wouldn't watch this one, um, and then turn around and watch this one, Godzilla King of the Monsters, 1956 one, it came out 2 years later, either back to back or the following day, you will see the similarities. And the only thing you know that new is Steve Martin character, the guy from Perry Mason, and and you might know a couple things that they cut out, like I told you, the thing in the courtroom where in the Japanese version they were yelling at each other, saying, "You call me stupid, idiot." And that wasn't in there in the American version. Um, so I still enjoyed it, but I didn't know I was gonna like the Japanese version more. And I thought when I watched it the other day for the very first time, the Japanese version, I thought it was gonna have the option where I can watch it in English. But it didn't, and then I was still hesitating, or I'm not gonna like it, and be bored with it, and be annoyed with it. But I ended up liking it. It's actually really good. Um, so Rotten Tomatoes gave Godzilla King of Monsters 83%, and the critic 73%. Okay. Um, Now, um, let's see. let's see here. Godzilla um, got a 93% Rotten Tomatoes. Audience gave it 89%. Um, because it's awesome. Like I said, the only problem I have with it is it's in Japanese and you have to pay attention to the subtitles. And sometimes you might have to pause it and read the subtitles as you're watching it. Okay? And uh, sometimes when Steve Martin doing the narrator and stuff, sometimes it got on my nerves. Not all the time, but and some of the editing got on my nerves. Um, so I'm gonna give Godzilla, um, King of the Monsters, um, a B. Okay? Now, uh, it's not the worst Godzilla movie everything. It's not the best Godzilla movie everything. It's just okay. Uh, I think what America should have done was um, what they should have done was um, that took the Japanese one and had all the characters talk in English. That's it. They didn't need to re-edit it. They didn't need to put Steve Martin in it. They kept the way in and make it them talk English, and I've been happy with it, and maybe gave it an awesome score. But um, it's still good. Um, I can tell you a couple, two, three Godzilla movies about the bat that way worse than this movie. This movie is a lot better than those movies. And so let me know. Have you seen the original classic Japanese version that came out in 1964? Do you like that one, or do you like the re-edited one by the American? It came out in 1956, 2 years later. They had Steve Martin in it. You know, they had some Penny Mason. Let me know what you like better. I prefer to watch the original one. But if you like me and you're a diehard big Godzilla fan and King Kong fan, then I'm not gonna stop you. I just say go watch every single Godzilla movie, King Kong, and just be excited for Godzilla vs Kong. I hope it does well at the box office, get good reviews, and MonsterVerse keep making more King Kong movies like Godzilla movies. Okay? And if you want, let me know in the comment section down below what some of your favorite Godzilla movies and some of your favorite King Kong movies. If you grew up with King Kong and Godzilla in your childhood like me. And thank you for watching. And reach my channel, hit the like button, and subscribe. Run, run, Godzilla, Godzilla!